What's the new move?
I don't know.
It's a new move.
We're
Put on the side.
not putting one back.
Well, I said hurt, so.
Say it.
I said hurt from the back.
America.
Dog can't be so aggressive.
Yo. Y'all ready to get this thing started? Let's go. Let's jump into this Channel Black podcast. Welcome back. Episode 2. We back in here. If you didn't hear episode 1, please check out episode 1. And so that way you know, get a little bit more of who we are and what's going on. If you, like I said, hopefully you listen to the first podcast. If not, the Channel Black podcast. We promoting and encouraging everything black community, black business, black love, everything black. What happened?
No, I said black family.
Yeah, black family. I mean, everything black, the whole black community. I want to say this because I heard somebody been telling me that they feel like we're against white people. We're not against white people. We are just promoting black people.
Paying Africans.
We love everybody,
for our
man.
people.
I mean, we love. Well, we love black people for sure.
More self.
We don't have no issue with white people. I mean, but if they down to assist us and trying to promote what we got going on, listen, give us feedback so we could all be on the right page and improve ourselves, improve our community. That's what this is all about. Education and elevation. All right. So real quick, we're gonna drop the sponsor in. Well, ain't really no sponsor. They ain't paying us for this, but we should show some love to some black business. We got the homie Teddy, Phase 2 Barbershop. Like I said, he got the lineups, he got the fades, he got the tapes. He got for the ladies, he do the eyebrows. Real cool dude. Hook you up with a nice cut, reasonable prices. Phase 2 Barbershop in Dania, 741 Southwest 4th Terrace, Dania Beach, Florida 33004. Holla at him. All right, Teddy, Phase 2 Barbershop. All right, y'all ready to get started? Last week we had a couple things pop up within the last podcast, and we got a little feedback, especially Corey C. Corey C got some feedback on some things that he said. I don't know if he want to retract, if he want to double down.
I'm always down to double back.
What he was talking about last week was about women wearing tight clothes when that man isn't around, or is it okay to wear tight clothes to work? And like I said, he got a little feedback. I'll let you jump right into that, Corey. What happened?
Okay, to summarize, the young lady told me, she said that she wear things for her. She dresses how she feels, just that and the third. I mean, there's a lot of girls that feel the same way, but I think that the way she went about it, from explaining herself, like let's say a lot of women are misunderstood, so guys don't know everything about why girls do the things that they do, whether we're wrong, right, or it's our opinion. But for a black women are misunderstood as far as having attitudes and this and that. So when you do have an opportunity to educate somebody, I think you should educate them and not have an attitude about it. You can get your point across and say, hey, well, I understand that you feel this type of way or whatever, but me personally, this is why I dress the way I dress, because you can't speak for every black woman. Because there's some black women said that was too much. Some women agreed. So you can't really generalize women. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say, oh, we always offended. No, you were offended. So speak your piece.
Well, it seemed like a couple were offended. Some were offended, some rolled with you. I mean, some rolled with you, some.
Well, whether you were offended or not, don't go along with the angry black woman. You can get your point across without being angry.
I don't think they were angry though.
If you seen her post, that was more so like, oh, who are you to tell me? Those are angry words. So if you could say, well, Corey C, me, you can explain yourself without using those kind of words. You get what I'm saying? And not like I said, I think you dress this way, you a hoe. I can see if I said that. But if I'm just saying, I think that this, that, and third, That's my opinion, right?
And that was her opinion too. How she felt.
Right.
How she felt. How she took what you said.
The way she went about it, every girl said she sounded angry, which I agree.
Not every girl.
Every girl that
I just told you, some people agree with her.
When I say every girl, I mean every girl that commented on the.
That's not true.
What you mean? I heard one person agree with her. One person. That's one woman agreed.
That's what you saw.
That's what I saw. I mean, it sounds like you have a. You know,
I got a horse in the pony. I got a horse in the pony.
You agree with the young lady?
I like women to be free and do what makes them happy.
I never said don't be free and don't do what makes you happy. But I said you have to respect the boundaries of your relationship. Point blank. Period. It's not about being free. It's respecting your man, respecting yourself.
But I'm saying, if she's respecting herself, don't you get the same respect? Like she's feeling respect in herself, so you should respect her for being who she is. Because you've been with her because of who she is, not because of how she dressed, right?
Being with somebody, especially if you've been with somebody for a long period of time, you've already expressed what you like, what you don't like. You already expressed, I don't like doing this. I don't like, women that wear this kind of stuff, too revealing, whatever. And I think those terms are, some men, I ain't gonna lie, some men they do too much. They don't want you to wear nothing revealing. I'm not that kind of man, but at the same time, wearing certain things to work is a little different. You know what I'm saying? That's a little different. You go there every day, going out to you want to dress sexy, going out somewhere, whatever. That's fine. But going to work, wearing certain skimpy stuff is a little different.
I think it's a little bit more when your job allows you to be comfortable in the workplace, and if you're doing that, depending on the kind of work that you have, if they're allowing you to be comfortable, and she wears something that is comfortable to her, who are you to say that that's inappropriate?
I'm her man.
Okay, but she's telling you, listen, okay, I appreciate that.
Right.
Like she's telling you, I appreciate that, but this is how I'm comfortable going to work.
But you said, who are you? I'm her man.
Okay, but if she agree or disagree, you can't. You're not her father telling her she can and cannot wear this.
So let's say if your woman say, I don't like you talking to other women because it makes me feel uncomfortable. Is that cool?
Well, that's subjective. That depends on if you.
Hold on.
Just
answer my question.
But that depends on how you react to it. If that's something you are okay with, and that's something she allows or doesn't allow, that's on you. Right. In my opinion, I'm just saying. If it bothers her to the point where you like this, I don't know if I could continue this relationship. If you're going to continue to have these friendships with these women, then that's up to you to be like, all right, either I'm gonna continue these friendships with these women or I'm not.
So you don't think there's a fine line between voicing your opinion about being uncomfortable about what she's wearing, or just having a flat out attitude? I think there's a fine line. I won't have attitude, but I would say I'm not comfortable with you wearing that to work. But
okay, you not being comfortable with that change. If she's like, okay, I respect you not being comfortable, but I'm comfortable in it, and I'm going to go to work like this.
After you said that, it's on you. I voiced that I'm uncomfortable with it. You still say you want to wear it. So now when you have a problem with something that you're uncomfortable with,
it's not like a tit for tat.
It's not a tit for tat, but there's still a line drawn for respect where you know that I'm uncomfortable and you still choose to wear it. Fine, I'm not going to make an argument about it. But now, to every action, there's a reaction. I can't wholeheartedly say, oh, well, she's uncomfortable, I'm not going to do it because she's uncomfortable. Obviously, that doesn't matter. You lay the dynamic down. You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
What you think, Greene?
I agree with that. To an extent. To an extent, I agree with that. But at the end of the day, you still have to let a woman be a woman and be comfortable in her own skin.
So you can let a man be a man, right?
Yeah, straight up and down. You got to let a man be a man.
Yeah, but I mean, the woman gonna be but you said she going to work. So what if she wore that somewhere else that wasn't work related? That'd be an issue.
So would you be more comfortable with her wearing something like that only with you around? Is that the?
I'm saying I'm not a person who's finna sit here and go crazy about what my woman is wearing every day. Like I said, you know that I don't like you going too crazy. I'm an old fashioned kind of dude, so I don't going out in booty shorts. Which I'm not saying that happens, but I'm just saying.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Not to cut you off.
What, a booty short?
No. I know what booty shorts is. Oh. But had you seen a woman walk around in that type of attire that you haven't looked at and was like, that's an interesting outfit that young lady has. You look at it, but when it's your woman that has that attire on, it's a problem.
When you see a girl wearing booty shirts that her ass is just swallowing and provocative clothes, the first thought is I want to fuck her. So let's say
these are the views of Corey C.
These are the views of me. I can't talk for other men. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying like that. That's initial reaction of saying, "Damn, I wanna." You start undressing her with your eyes now because that's all you see her as a sex object. Because she can be smart as hell, she can be funny, whatever. But when let's say y'all go out on a date, the whole time a man was like, "Damn, I'm gonna try to be funny just so I can try to get her in bed." Because that's all you visualize when you see her is ass, is titties, is how to like that's all you see when you.
We gotta fix that, man. I don't want to say that's a millennial thing. I don't even know where that came from. No. I said I don't want to say that. That's what it is. I just don't know where that came from. Where we sexualize women so much.
What you mean? We're men.
Yeah, but where did that come from though?
So you telling me that?
I'm asking. No, I don't have the answer.
That's in our DNA.
Is it? Because that what we were taught? Is that what we were trained?
I'm just saying, when you see, if you're attracted to ass and thighs and then you see that advertised to you, what are your first thoughts as a man?
Let me ask you a question. You've seen women like the Indian women that have the hijab on and they covered up everything.
Right.
You can't sit there and tell me that you haven't seen a woman like she's attractive, even though she's fully covered.
Right.
So is it it's not all about the flaunting of the body, because you've seen attractive women in a full hijab.
You're making my point. You can see an attractive woman who's fully dressed and say, "Damn, she's an attractive woman."
Yeah, but now you pretty much saying that if the woman is showing her body, that makes you want to. You say, "I want to freak that." I didn't say rape, but you say you looking at it like, "Damn, I want to freak that."
Yes.
But then at the woman that's fully dressed, you still like, "Damn, I want to freak that."
Not really, because you talking to the views of me. It's like you trying to catch me to something.
No, not at all.
I'm saying that when you see a beautiful woman, all you see is her face, and your mind, damn, she's pretty. Now you can wonder what her body looks like, but when you see ass,
but
titties,
my thing is why
it's advertised to you because it's advertised.
But why we see? Well, not we. Why when men see a woman, it's like, how can I? Now, mind you, I'm just asking a question. Mm-hmm. I don't know the answer to this, but why is it we see a woman, it's like we want to have a sexual relationship with her instead of just move on with the woman, like get to know the woman, or even not even have that. Just she looks nice and just keep it moving. Why it always got to be sexual?
Some guys can, but I'm a sexual person, so.
No, I agree with that as well. You have some guys that can maintain a friendship relationship without it leading to any sexual activities or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, I think men are sexual beings. Right. So once given that aspect of
advertised to you.
Yeah, once
advertisement. What you mean?
It's like you see it. It's like you don't have to. It's nothing to the imagination.
Bro, you watch TV all the time, and they advertise.
You to be able to have your own self control.
Exactly. You see stuff on TV. That mean you got to go out and buy it every time.
Oh, I'm saying you can see something and think about it in your head, but you acting on it something different. I don't act on every girl I see. I don't like, damn, I'm gonna go get her number. You can see it and then you can undress it with your eyes. I think that's harmless. Right, you can see a girl like, damn, I love to do that to her. I love to grab.
But why? Where does that come from? I guess that's my thing. I don't know where that came from.
I mean, everybody's mind is different. But like I said, I don't act on every girl I see. I can think a girl's attractive and not act on it.
It came from society. It came from TV. It came from us growing up as kids to where we are now.
Look how easy it is.
This is what we've been shown our whole lives. Violence in movies, sex on TV, that's real. That's what you see every day, bro.
Back in the days, we had to wait to 2 in the morning to watch the HBO porn. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask you this. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, just because I feel like we want. I get what you're saying. I want to switch it up because I feel like this kind of goes into the next topic anyway. Of I feel like we don't support black love enough. I feel like it's all about smashing or getting with as many. I mean, from a male point of view, mind you, this Irv here talking to L Greene and Corey C. We talking from our perspective, but it seems like it's promoted more on how many girls can I get, and even once you with a girl, it's like, okay, I got this one, but then you see another one, like, oh, I wonder if I could get her too. It seems like that's more promoted than somebody who is in a committed relationship and just focus on just being in that committed relationship, especially in the black community. What y'all think about that?
Oh, okay. Personally, I think it's the rappers and celebrities that advertise promiscuous activity and just kind of
life imitating art. Basically.
Yeah, pretty much. So they want to be like these Lil Waynes. They want to be like these what are these rappers' names is, because they don't. It's honestly in a man's world, having the most girls kind of signifies, which is stupid, that it's something about this guy that the girls like, and usually most of the time guys are lying anyways. So
I agree with that.
But I think it's just more so of a man. I think men do that for other men. Most men don't get women for just for them. They try to get a lot of women just to make other men envy them.
Right? Really?
I mean,
I don't know. That's
like
what
I
I'm
said, I've been around like a lot of dudes, and that's all they talk about. What a hoes at? What is that? What is that? Like, right, mind you, they ain't got no car, they ain't got nothing, but they want to know what a
when
hoes
he with
at.
his wife, he be like, brother, brother, John ain't be.
But I'm saying I'm speaking as far as the young generation, even the older guys. You know, I think that's more so about. I think what ego, like an ego trip, whatever. They just kind of.
That's a good point, though.
Yeah, I think that's just what it is. It's more so
It's
just
more ego trip,
yeah,
exactly, to see how many you could notch.
yeah, pretty much.
And that's why I kind of think that, like, no young person, nobody in their 20s, early 30s, I don't think you should be trying to get married until you, like...
Why not?
Because you haven't really experienced anything in life yet. You haven't been through as much as you're gonna go. You still have so much life to live.
But
so why tie yourself down that early?
Why you gotta experience life like that?
Right.
Why not just grow?
But I'm not even saying sexually.
Somebody,
I'm just saying life. Period. You never know what's gonna happen
with a partner.
You can, and some people experience life with a partner as high school sweethearts and make it through life, and 95% of them experience life as high school sweethearts and don't make it through the first year of college.
But the misconception is people think like the girl. Even I hear young girls giving black boys an excuse saying, "Oh, let me catch a guy who's done his whole phase." I think they're giving us that excuse to go through a whole phase. I know you heard that.
I don't think it's an excuse, though. I think it's
the same thing Irv just said. Why can't you go through life with one partner? Like it's more to life than having.
I mean, that's the fairy tale, but it's
no, I'm saying
it's saying like why can't we? I don't know.
But I'm saying like is living life going through most partners and seeing what you like? That's what it is? Going through 20 partners to say okay, I'm good. And I don't.
We have a fit if it was the other way around though.
Exactly.
That's the double standard.
That's the double standard. Yeah, girl.
And I was just about to actually make that point that if it was a female in the same shoes with the same notch on her belt as far as how many men she slept with, she'll be seen as all kind of sluts and whores and all. And
but
what makes that right?
But it's two sides to that coin because I've heard girls say they want a man who's sexually experienced. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to meet a guy who's a virgin.
And I think that's why men try, because you don't want to be inexperienced. You run into somebody inexperienced.
Some girls like to kind of grow with you
sexually.
Yeah, I think so.
Nah,
inexperienced. Yeah,
some girls like to teach you.
No, I think.
So if she's teaching you, that means she's not inexperienced.
Yeah, she's not.
Yeah, she got it.
So are we talking about both of us being inexperienced? Exactly.
Maybe you can learn together.
If that's one thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. That's one thing. But what I'm saying is, somebody has to have some kind of experience somewhere because
you got porno movies and
still that's different.
It don't take much to give an orgasm.
I mean, your hand only can do so much for you, bro.
That's true.
So
I mean, it did. First 16 years of my life.
Hold on. What?
16, bro.
Let's
talk about the womb.
Let's try to stay.
Hey man,
let's try to stay on topic. We going off topic.
No, G-Shit, for real though.
We going off topic a little bit. We just trying to promote the black love. Do you think is that the reason why black love is not getting a highlight like other stuff is?
I think black love is highlighted though. We have black couples, the Obama couple.
But that's a power couple. Like it's like a black power couple. Why not it just be a black black couple? Huh? Mm-hmm. Because they not struggling?
Struggling.
That's a power couple?
So you gotta be struggle?
No. Do you have to be struggle? What do you mean?
Do you have to struggle?
And that's happy. So no.
That's what I'm saying. But like, why we just can't promote a black couple that's happy together?
That's true.
That's all I'm asking.
Everyday black couple.
Yeah, everyday black couple.
Why they
that's
gotta be
happy.
famous and
because I guess everyday black couples ain't happy.
Because look, put like this. I know when I think we got some people that's working on our Facebook page, and I think that thing is trying to find couples, black couples, and we just shout them out because we're trying to promote black love. Because I feel like they tearing down. I think we'll talk about this a little later. When what you talking about, that Willie Lynch?
Yeah.
That might be something. I'm not certain, but I feel like that's part of taking the black man out of the household, and I feel like that's part of it where we go in, we maybe have kids here. Now mind you, I'm not listen, I'm just speaking on how I feel. I'm not telling you this is what it is, this is what it isn't. I don't want nobody to take offense to what I'm saying, but I feel like this is something that they do to try to separate us, keep them out of the household. There's one single parent home. It's just a woman. or it's just the dad, because there are definitely some dads that's in there. We don't want to. They're not trying to lump everybody in there, because we definitely got some real good dads out there. But I feel like this is a pattern that they try to get us to do, so that way it's a you can't progress, because how if a mother is working one job, two job, the kids at school, they can't really you can't really pay attention. Now they out there in the streets, oh they're doing this. You can't really you not saying you can't, but it's a lot harder to progress and be successful in a single parent household.
But you don't think we gotta change our young boys first?
How?
I mean,
if you're not there,
I'm saying the older men. I think there should be some kind of camaraderie for.
But how do you if you didn't have an older man that you had to watch as growing up?
I think a lot of these older men are scared of the younger generation because they don't know what's on their mind, bro.
That's true, but I'm going younger than that though. If you teach these young boys,
out the womb, you can start.
No, not the womb, man. I mean, like
2, 3, 4, 5.
If you teach them that. Treating a young girl, if you like a young girl, you treat this young girl right. If you teach this to them and they see this, you 40-something years old and they see you with your black family, they see you with one woman, and I think that you lead by example and they see. Okay,
but I don't even think at that age you should be even worried about the opposite sex as far as girls. I understand how to treat them, but I don't even think that should be your concern. Your concern should be whatever your schooling is and whatever your immediate responsibilities at home are. I don't think that. But I mean, manners. You can always train them with manners, but they don't. I don't think you need to start learning chivalry until you in your teens, at least early teens.
Well, no, I mean your unconscious mind. Your unconscious mind is stronger than you know. So if you unconsciously see you're a black man with a black woman, and you see this black man always treat this black woman with respect, you kind of like without you realizing that you're kind of keying on that. You think that's how you're supposed to treat women. This is how you're supposed to do things. Just like if you see
TV too, though.
Yeah, TV, but they don't. No,
that's what I'm saying. Like what you see on TV, where like you said, what we talked about before about the love and hip hop and
it's not about how much time are we spending with them. Are we letting them spend more time on the TV or the laptop or the telephones than we are talking to them face to face, having conversations with them?
How many young black girls you see on Facebook or Instagram pouring their heart out saying they'll never let another dude treat them bad. They got their heart broken when they was in high school or 19. So what I'm saying, these young girls turn into broken, bitter women.
So
who don't want to trust a black man. Let's say she meet a nice black man, with the head on his shoulders when she's 25.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time she get to that age, she don't want to deal with black men no more because even with any black man with a problem because she's dealt with it in high school. She had a broken heart or whatever. So I think that if you change the young man with these young girls and they're not getting their heart broken, they're not, having that feeling of getting cheated on that fast, that early in their life, to the point where I ain't gonna lie, that hurts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm empathizing because I haven't had that happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
But to empathize with girls that get cheated on by these guys, like I think that's a different type of hurt. I don't think they ever get over that.
Well, so what about guys that get cheated on by these same females?
Well, that's what I said. Either to be honest, man.
But what if? Okay, so sometimes what I have seen is young females are cruel. They can be really cruel.
I think it's
at times.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They can deter a young man. Maybe he had strong feelings for her, and she didn't know how to let him down, so she picked at him with her friends or whatever the case may be. Right. So now he's got the mentality like all of them ain't nothing. If I do get one, I'm trying to get another one.
But I think if we respect the black woman will eventually respect us. I think all you see like these city girls and everything, I feel like that's a retaliation of how men been treating women for like a long time.
No, because the city girls are here, and when we were here, we had the Trinas. It's always somebody in that era. There's always going to be a woman in that era that's speaking up for women. They just don't look at the woman as the more positive. Like, okay, so all the female rap artists right now that are out there that are who's not being looked at like more as a conscious, you feel me, artist like a Remy Ma who's married, who's settled down, who's doing. Why isn't she like in the top tier? Why is it a Cardi B? Why is it a Nicki Minaj?
But Cardi B married too with kids.
But she didn't come on. She didn't come in as married though.
That's what I'm saying. She got married in the game.
Stripper, and she had a nasty mouth and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I mean, I hate to say it like that. But we had Lil Kim too.
Sex
I mean,
sells.
so, yeah, that was at that time.
But
we
Lil Kim
had,
wasn't married.
but look though, we had Lil Kim, and we also had Lauryn Hill. We had different
Well, Lauryn
stuff.
Hill wasn't the rapper. Well, Lauryn
Which
Hill was
bro,
the
she
R&B.
still
She wasn't big. She did it to
she
herself
rapped too though.
She was on drugs.
Man, but I don't know about. I mean, I'm talking about her music. I don't know about talking about her music. Her music touched the women too.
It did.
Same way it touched the women from Lil Kim.
She was touching drugs.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant. Her music touched people still, and I think it was in a positive light though.
It was, but wasn't she messing? You know what?
Bro, let's not. Well, hold on.
I ain't gonna do that.
We trying to stick to the point of you going into the other stuff. The point was we have different type of women in the music industry where they have positive and they have negative. So of course we had some women that we had the Lil Kim that was sexual, and okay, that maybe some women gravitated to that and they went to that. But you also had at the same time you had Lauryn Hill speaking positively and how to handle yourself, and a lot of women went in that direction. So we can't say that all you had was this kind of music because you had options at that time. That's all I was saying.
So who's the positive influence now? That's
that I don't know.
I mean, I like Jill Scott, I like Erykah Badu, but they're not reaching as much of an audience as Nicki Minaj or Cardi B's reaching.
I think they are. They're just not getting as much light as a Cardi B and Nicki Minaj.
They're reaching. If they are reaching that audience, their audience is 30 and over. Their audience isn't 25 and under.
Some young girls that like that. I mean, I think girls are waking up.
But I think too, what Greene says, that's a different generation. I think the young. I think it's more the younger ladies that's listening to Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and I think it's the older ladies like above 30 or so that's listening to Jill Scott but that's singing, that's R&B, that's not really rap.
That's what I'm saying. That's not influencing these young ladies as much as hip hop is influencing. Hip hop is more influencing than R&B, than country music. Than it's got a bigger influence on our youth than anything.
I think it's a preference of genre. Most people want to hear rap, so it's not too many female rappers that's out. So
I mean, you do have them, but why aren't we looking for them to be more positive in their lyrical and their uplifting of our people, of our female, of our younger female?
You gotta think about it. Black people are broke. They're trying to make the dollar. So when they
whoa,
we all broke.
Everybody, no.
We all broke. We don't
that's
own
not
shit.
general, bro. We got to stop with this generalizing though.
We as a people don't own anything.
But let's not say we broke. There are people that have, and there are people that have not. Just like in white. Hold on, let's not say that. We can't say all people are broke. Our people might not have everything, but we're far from broke. What we spend our money on is not, we could use it in some better stuff. But our people have money.
So having money and having assets. There's a big difference.
We're gonna have to come back to that at another time.
You get fired.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna have to move on. We're gonna come back.
Check.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that. But I disagree. But we're gonna come back to that. We're gonna put a note on that. Because we got a couple more things to cover, and we don't want to have these people, looking at us crazy like these boys still talking. But next thing we got on the list, I think it's still relationship. Is Mother's Day versus Father's Day. Like, the celebration is definitely not the same.
It ain't even no verse. It ain't even no verse.
Well, is it equal?
It's not even. No,
it should be. It should be.
It's not even. And that's because, though, at the same time, there are so many mothers that are playing both roles.
That's true.
And you have fathers playing both roles as well, but I definitely think it might be more mothers in that category playing both roles. So that's why Mother's Day is so much more celebrated than Father's Day. We as fathers, period, black, white, Latino, whatever, need to step up and do a better job with our children.
Yeah.
Because this next generation, they off the chain, bro.
You think it's because of lack of fathers around, or?
It's a lack of fathers, and it's a lot more of what they're seeing, what they're exposed to at young ages. But they really seem to not care about too much. That doesn't involve money or food.
Sex.
Or sex.
Because I feel like to stick the topic with the Mother's Day versus Father's Day. I didn't. My wife had to tell me. I didn't even know I just found this out. I didn't know Father's Day was the same time every year. I promise you, I did not know. I did not know Because I really didn't
It's
think
like
about
Mother's
it.
Day, the second Sunday of May, right? Or the first Sunday of May.
Yeah, but
Second
bro,
Sunday of May.
I've been a father. It'd be 10 years now. I mean, I've been a official father for 10 years now. You've been a father what?
It'll be 16 years.
16 years. You a new father. We don't even ask you, Corey. See, we not even gonna ask you. I mean, a whole 2 years. But listen, so not quite. Once you pass 5, then we'll talk to you about this. But it's just different because I remember, we go to take mom out or the wife out for Mother's Day. It's usually a long line to take get a little dinner together.
Father's Day, you get a tie.
A tie. We don't even. Bro, you can walk straight to the table.
You get a power.
You can walk straight to the table at the restaurant.
Ain't nobody cooking.
You can park in the front. Ain't
nobody cooking. Ain't nobody taking you out.
You can fix stuff around the house.
Well, look at the commercials though. The commercials.
I usually be on the barbecue grill.
See, the commercials is drills. Like you can fix stuff around the house. Like that's
get you in the walk drill for $100.
My problem with the Mother's Day and the Father's Day is some of the mothers who talking about their baby daddy and they feel like, oh, it shouldn't be no Father's Day. I think I heard something about someone feel like it shouldn't be no Father's Day and they kind of generalize.
But if there wasn't a Father's Day, then there wouldn't be a Mother's Day because there wouldn't be no kid.
Yeah, I've heard something about the
no children.
What is it? LG? I don't want to mess it up either.
LGBT.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but they were saying something about it's offensive to.
If you don't know, bro, don't.
Yeah, I know they said something about it being offensive or whatever. And I just think that Father's Day gets a lot of flack just because of the fathers that's not there.
But see, that's the thing. There are so many fathers that are there.
But they don't get.
And I mean, we get lumped into the guys who don't.
Pretty much.
And that's why when I hear Mother's Day when we was talking about that Mother's Day versus Father's Day, it was like I don't want anything. My wife always asked me all the time. I was like, listen, I'm good. I do this because this is what what I want to do. This is what I'm supposed to do. I don't do it for any accolades or anything like that. And most of the people that I do know are the same. So when it comes to Mother's Day, I just feel like I want to give you that shine because of all the things that you do. I appreciate. I know we appreciate everything that the women do.
Because they are the ones who have the children that have to go through the pain of delivering them.
Because trust me, if I had to have a baby come out of me, if they told me that it wouldn't be no kids.
Technically, a baby comes out of you first, though.
I mean, technically, they were hanging around with us first.
Yeah.
They definitely was hanging around with us, but not long, not for long though. Because
You don't know how long
they be with us first.
How long they were hanging around
But it definitely takes two. Like it's like that's why when I hear, like you say, when some of the women say, these men, but I mean you lay down with this man too. But there are some women, that guys definitely told them some lies or said some stuff, and then they didn't come through with it. So we definitely understand that. But just give us a little love on Father's Day. That's all we're asking for. Just a little love. Just a little love. Oh. I see you, Greene. That's what happens when you got multiple laptops on the on the table. But listen, once we get the video, the visuals, y'all understand what we really got going on right now. It's a lot going on. So we're gonna go on to the next topic, so we could really get in and out of here today. Today, the next topic we got for the day is supporting black businesses. I think that's something we've been trying to do heavily. I don't know if anybody. I think I'm gonna promote right now real quick. I'm gonna plug our social media because that's where we've been plugging a lot of our support for black businesses, along with trying to get people to check them out. Is on our Twitter. Our Twitter fairly new because we still trying to figure this Twitter thing out. So we need y'all support. Follow us on Twitter, man, or young ladies, please follow us. I know I sound like Keith Sweat, but follow us on Twitter at @channel_podcast. We got a decent following. We're trying to grow on Facebook at Channel Black. On IG, we're growing too. The Channel Black Podcast, and our email. We got a couple emails. The Channel Black Podcast at yahoo.com. And you definitely can see us or hear us on YouTube at the Channel Black Podcast. Now the reason I was saying I was plugging our stuff was because on our IG and our Twitter, on our IG and our Facebook. This last week, we promoted a brand, the Jungle Oil from a black business, and that's what we're gonna continue to try to do every week. We having something called something I want to say I took credit for it, but if you heard it from somebody else, let me know. But first person I've heard do it was Support Saturdays. So every Saturday we're gonna promote another black business. If you got a business that you want promoted or put a little light on, send us an email, hit us on any of our social media, and we'll definitely promote. Especially if you give us a little heads up, we'll come and check out your business, and we can definitely give you a real critique. Like we're not trying to just promote something that we don't know nothing about. Like the Jungle Oil, that's something I know about. The stuff that we promoting first is stuff that we know about. We got some other stuff in the pipeline from people that we spoke to that we're gonna try to promote, because that's what this is about. We're trying to promote black business and support black business so that we can impact our community. All right.
Please, let's not tell black business or black business owners that their prices are too high.
Right.
When you want it, you'll pay for
That's
it.
true.
And they out here, putting forth the effort to provide it to us. So let's help support them any way we can.
I agree. Because just because it's black business, don't mean it's supposed to be cheap or you're supposed to get a discount or a hookup. When you go to a black business, you should be just when you go to any other business, you don't ask for a hookup, you don't ask for a discount.
Unless you family.
Even family. Listen,
family, you should pay double.
I tell you this, anybody that know me, I might have done it in the past, but I would say within the last year or two, if I go to a business that's black owned and they even offer me a discount, I say nah, I want the same price as that you give anybody else, because I'm there to support. That's what I'm there. I'm there to support.
Offer me a discount. I think it's rude not to take it.
No. Listen, no. If you're a business and we trying to.
I disrespect
No. Hey, to each his own. We here to support though. So
that's disrespectful.
Oh man.
So real quick, another thing too. The reason we're doing that also is because there's so many industries that don't have black businesses. Like I was talking about this earlier. There's no not that we know of.
Like where the farmers at?
Farmers. I mean, I'm sure that there are some, but it's not many. We don't have many to promote, and then also we don't have no car companies.
Where the car dealerships?
I mean, we got car dealerships. We ain't got no car manufacturers.
I'm sorry,
no car manufacturers.
Why I said
Well, yeah, we don't have nothing, but we will promote Mercedes Benz. We want to promote Tesla.
We should be riding in the Cheetah by now.
You know what I'm saying?
African made, African built.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have any of that. Or where's our petroleum company? We ain't got no gas companies that we promote. Now, I'm sure those things are hard to get into. Don't get me, but we don't have any of these stuff. I know we have a lot of entertainment companies. We have a lot of record companies.
A whole lot of studios open.
Yeah. So we want to diversify.
Like why we only have to entertain.
Yeah.
We not just here for purely for entertainment.
Yeah.
We're as smart as anybody else on this planet.
Agreed.
So we should be able to, you feel me, have black own everything. Everything that's owned by any other ethnicity on this planet should be black owned as well.
A black armory. Definitely the black armory. Because say something do pop off and, we need to arm ourselves. They're not gonna sell us no stuff because
somebody gotta learn how to make the bullets.
So those are things that we definitely need to look into. I know Cole definitely want to hear about a black owned armory.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Teach you how to make the bullets.
Yeah, so those are.
We can't go to war without our own manufacturers.
Exactly.
So we can never win a war. We don't.
You gonna go to war with them and trust the bullets they give you?
Not even that.
Good luck.
Going to war is a losing war because we don't have any food. We don't have any bullets. They're not gonna give you bullets to beat them. So
shit, you can eat them alive.
You do what? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to war, man. We gotta make our own stuff. We gotta make our own bullets.
Well, listen, we don't. Not saying we advocating for war, but at the same time, you need to be prepared just in case. Like we don't always want to depend on them. We have the capability and the means to provide for things for ourselves.
We already getting killed.
We want to start teaching our children this so that they're not in the same situation in boats that we're sitting in right now.
The war was started in the 1700s on black people.
1712.
Before that,
exactly. So we already at war. It just ain't out. Mom just getting out in the open. It just ain't like, hey, we're trying to kill y'all right now. They just ain't say that, but they just doing it.
it's not really a war. It's more of a genocide, and they're trying to take us out slowly. But it'll never happen. It'll never happen. It won't be how they thought it was gonna be.
I mean, from the Willie Lynch times where this man actually had a system of controlling black slaves.
Who is Willie Lynch, Cole? Break Willie Lynch down for
Okay, you gonna put me in a spot like that? That's how we gonna do it. Then.
Yo, let's go ahead to this next channel right now.
Okay, I don't know. The many of you who don't know Willie Lynch. He was a slave owner from West Indies who came to VA in 1712 to teach slave owners his guaranteed methods of controlling black slaves. Now, I mean, for those of you who don't know what a slave is, a slave is a person who has been bought and sold and considered to be property of another. Against his will, he is made to work long hours without being paid. And Willie Lynch, more so, his program is for controlling of slaves by instilling a perpetual cycle of fear, distrust, and envy.
So this honky had us distrusting each other.
That's still going on.
Yeah, that was his method, and he actually said that.
That sounds like a method that's still being used today.
He said his method should be good for 300 years. Oh, I'm sorry, 300 to 1,000 years from then. So we in 2019 still hating each other, still distrusting each other, and still being jealous of each other. Mind you, his examples was turning the older man versus the young males, the females versus the males, and the dark skin versus the light skin.
So that's where the term house nigga and field nigga come from?
Those were the terms, that's where it came from. And their main focus was making us only trust them.
So don't trust in each other, which would probably get us, liberate us from this situation, but trust your master,
trust
the person
your
that's oppressing you.
Right, that was their focus, making them trust them, making you only love and respect and trust them, the ones who are oppressing you, the ones who see you as cattle, the one who don't. Mind you, we had
less than cattle.
Less than cattle. They didn't even consider us as people.
They cows and they goats was above us on their pyramid.
Right. So, in order for us to be free, first we had to even prove we were human. So
that's so inhumane.
Right. So they was.
Mostly what they do is inhumane.
Most of them were doing operations on women without anesthesia. So like cutting women open, taking certain things from them, the eggs, just whatever, without anesthesia. Just because they said that black women don't feel pain.
But we know that's not true.
But that's what they thought.
Well, I'm sure they didn't think that. That's what they wanted people
to think. They literally said that.
I think black women bear more pain than the black people.
They said black people don't feel pain. And most people, when they hurt an animal, they don't hurt because they can't. They just do it. So to actually do surgery on somebody without anesthesia, I can imagine that kind of pain. So, that's only part one about Willie Lynch. I'm gonna do more segments on that. For the weeks coming. I don't want to hit you with everything at once, but for the most part, his tactics were turning us against each other.
It's working.
For the most part, his tactics and everything I just heard Coach C say are still tactics that I see being used against us today.
Dark skin versus light
right
skin,
now.
the biggest one.
Like right now, today.
We always talking about with the unity. It seemed like everything he put in and it's still intact. We're still not unified.
When was this written, Corey? I'm sorry.
1712.
1712. Here we are in 2019. 1712.
This man got rich.
2 years later.
This man got rich off of.
He said his tactics would be good for 300 to 1,000 years. Here we are, 302 years later. Still going through the same bullshit.
307 years.
307. I'm sorry, 307 years later.
It's all good.
It's all good. But still going through the same bullshit.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, we ain't gonna hit you with too much of the knowledge because we want you. We gonna spoon feed you some of this stuff, but we got more stuff coming. All right. Appreciate that, Corey C. We got one more station to jump into. One more channel to jump into real quick. We got the sports channel.
Oh boy, we own it.
We got now we recording this.
Oh, Cole don't even want to make that move here, Cole.
By the time y'all see this will be
We're recording this Sunday. June 9th, I'm sorry.
Right before the game on Monday.
Before I get into this, I want to say rest in peace to my pop. It's a year to the date that he passed away on me, so rest in peace to my pop.
R.I.P. Mr. Greene.
But, yeah, let's jump right in, man. I told y'all Toronto was going on. Bring that pressure.
What's the series? 2-1?
It's 3-1, baby.
3-1.
Oh, you missed one, you was asleep.
3-1?
Wake up!
It's 3-1?
It's 3-1, bro. Going back to Toronto tomorrow for Game 5.
Game 5 tomorrow.
Holy shit.
In Toronto.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
I mean,
I don't know, but it's not looking. Because look, hold on, they literally.
From 3-1,
hold on, listen. They should have
LeBron
won
did
the
come
game
back
too.
from 3-1, but he had Kyrie and Kevin Love with him too. He wasn't by himself. Right now, it's just a Steph Curry.
Yeah,
Klay Thompson on. He looked like a shell of himself.
What's the name got cleared to play though?
Who?
Kevin Durant.
I heard Jalen Rose say he watched Kevin Durant's practice Thursday.
I think it might go.
Kevin Durant.
He just got They said he just got released to practice. I think it was yesterday.
No, he had a.
It was Thursday?
Not Thursday. He didn't have a practice, but he had a warm up to see if he was gonna be able to go. And Jalen Rose said it looked like if he had 2 more weeks, he still wouldn't be able to go.
Oh, wow.
Really? Bro, they need him.
Oh,
they need
desperately
him.
they need him.
Go down?
Klay Thompson went down in Game 3 with the hamstring injury. He went down in Game 2. He missed Game 3. Came back Game 4, but it didn't look like.
What about Boogie?
Boogie Cousin is still coming off of. Didn't he tore his quad or something in them right at the end of the season? So he's still trying to play through that. So nobody on this team is 100%.
I'm about to say, it sounds like they got that curse.
Nobody on this team is 100%.
That's how they won their first championship. Everybody was injured.
Exactly.
When they played.
Exactly.
So I guess it's hitting them now.
It's hitting them right now.
Yeah, man, it's rough, bro. I see. That's why you should have done what I did.
I was hoping they go 7 because it ain't gonna be nothing on TV as far as sports to watch, unless you're a baseball fan, which I am.
I didn't know everybody was injured like that. I thought it was more so.
That's what I was telling before this series even started. The Kevin Durant injury always to me just looked more serious than they were trying to make it.
But you said they didn't need him. You was like, they didn't need him.
I still agree with that. But I still agree with that. They didn't need him. It didn't look like they needed him. They made it through the West Coast, right? They made it through Houston. They made it through Denver.
But now it's Steph Curry so great. How everybody gas him up. He can't even carry a team by himself.
And that was my point the whole time. This is the point I made for the first podcast.
Yeah, you did say that. But he's
not a point guard that's going to come in and be able to carry a team and take you to a championship and win it.
Not even a point guard, a player, top 5 player who can carry a team. Everybody say, "Oh, he better than."
Everybody feels like he's so elite because he can hit the 3 out of the tremendous. It's tremendous. It's something that we've never seen in our lifetime. Somebody that can shoot the way he shoots, but that doesn't make him a top 5 perennial point guard of all time or the league right now.
I say he's a top 5 point guard, but as far as a person who's a leader. And
so top 5 all time, you'll put him in there. All time point guards in NBA history. You'll put him top 5.
Give me your top 5.
Top 5 for you probably be Gary Payton, Chris Paul. I like Penny.
Was AI? AI was a 2 guard.
AI was a 2 guard. Yeah. Magic will play point from time to time.
He was a point guard. What about John Stockton?
Stockton was a beast, but
what about Jason Williams?
I like Williams. But, okay, so what you want from your point guard, I guess, is a better question. What do you want? Do you want him to be a score-first point guard or a pass-first point guard?
Depending on what the team needs.
Can Curry be what the team needs right now? They need a point guard that can do both. You got to be able to score and pass and get everybody else in a position to help you out, which he's not been able to do the last 2 games. In their home. Mind you, the last 2 games have been in Golden State.
Now, who's the main scorer for Toronto?
Kawhi Leonard.
So that means Steph Curry.
No, actually, the whole team, because their whole team is giving them 17 plus. Which I'd rather have 5 players giving me 17 than 1 player giving me 40, and I don't know what I'm gonna get from the other 4.
Okay. So I mean, if you want to go, I'm gonna start by saying my top 5. I can say top 3 off rip. I know Kyrie Irving is in my top. 3.
Okay.
I would say Kyrie Irving. Not too many points.
I'm talking about all time now. I'm not the last couple
Magic
of seasons.
Johnson.
Okay.
And
is Steph Curry in there?
Steph Curry's in there. He's
in the top 5? He'll be number 5?
Yeah, probably number 5.
Okay, I probably got him at like number 6.
Just because to me his defense ain't all there.
He doesn't play defense, and all I ever see from him is the shot.
Yeah.
I don't see him affect the game. He's not going to give you 10 rebounds a game. He may give you 6 or 7 assists a game. He may give you a couple of steals a game.
I'm going to say AI. I got to put AI as a point guard, man.
But AI played with Eric Snow. Eric Snow was the point guard.
He was, but who had the ball? AI had the ball.
Once they crossed half court, AI had the ball. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get AI the ball too.
That's,
But he wasn't the point. He normally was. Maybe in his rookie season when he crossed Jordan, he probably played point then. But I think beyond his rookie season, he was a 2 guard.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go Kyrie, Chris Paul. I like Gary Payton. Defense. I'm a defense person.
And that's what we grew up on, defense, watching this game as children. As kids, when we were watching this game, we saw defense before we saw anything else. Because you didn't want to. Jordan knew, Magic knew, Isaiah, the bad boy Detroit Pistons knew that in order to not get beat, you had to be able to stop somebody.
Right.
And the only team I see that from, the only player I see that from now in this day and age of basketball is Kawhi Leonard.
All right. Well, it seems like I'm gonna owe all y'all some dinner because Golden State fucking up. So
Morton's.
No.
I need a loan.
No.
We're going to get them $22 French toast sticks.
Nah, you good.
We on.
All right, we got one more thing on the sports channel.
So
Anthony Joshua.
Go Toronto Warriors.
Yes, go Toronto Warriors. I have my money on the whole time. But nah, yeah, y'all seen that fight though last week?
Yeah, I saw it.
Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, man.
How do you feel about that though? How do you feel about
it? I'm happy about it.
Why
I'm not,
because Anthony Joshua can't fight.
I want to see him fight Deontay Wilder though.
But that's the thing.
But Wilder would have did the same thing if he can't fight.
Wilder did the same thing, but Anthony Joshua punches with his arms. Like he don't use his legs and his hip rotation and stuff like that. So
how he became heavyweight champ though?
What you mean? He fought bums. Name somebody who Anthony Joshua beat. That you know.
No, bro.
I think a lot of people probably got in that ring and just were intimidated by his sheer size.
Yeah, but when have you ever? I haven't really seen too many of him like that one hit of quitters like Deontay Wilder.
But he didn't have that. Well, I honestly didn't even really watch too much of him.
I watched his highlights and some of his fights.
Prior to him, I've been on Stavern and Wilder.
What did Wilder do with him?
Oh, well, Wilder dummied him up really bad.
Okay,
yeah.
But then he fought Tyson Fury, right? And that was a tie. So I mean. That's why I say I think that would have been a good fight.
And that's who he's getting ready to fight again. Wilder's gonna fight Fury again.
Yeah.
Anthony and Fury?
Anthony and Wilder. I thought that would have been. That's why I said I thought it would have been a good fight.
I think on the cards, a good fight because both of them was big, both of them was undefeated. That's what made it a make a fight because they were undefeated, and both of them looked invincible. So it's like this. It's like seeing an unstoppable force meet and move by object, whatever you call it. But
to see him go down like that after watching Deontay Wilder destroy the dude he destroyed in the first round of his last fight, yeah, I don't think Joshua was ready for him.
Nah, well, he got a.
And I hope Wilder's not really a good boxer. Wilder's a brawler. Wilder's coming in to knock your head off. So I hope he's learning boxing game because this Tyson Fury is frustrating. And if you only know one way to fight.
That's true.
That's why the last fight went the way it went because he only knows one way to fight. He only knows take your head off.
Hungry. He just got hungry for that knockout.
But that's every fight though. He only knows take it. He's not going to the body. He's not.
But think about it. Look at Tyson. When you know you got that power, it's like you know about Texas being.
I know but Tyson at the same time before he got touched by Buster Douglas, Tyson could box and Tyson know to get up out of that bit when it was time to get up out of there.
That's true.
You see Wilder standing there taking a lot of shots that he doesn't have to take.
That's true. Yeah,
if he moved once or twice while fighting Fury in this last fight, just once or twice make him miss, you had bangers when you could have laid him out and the fight would have been over.
That's true. I think his reputation is more on the line until he feel like I gotta put this man down.
He does. And that's why he headhunts every fight.
Right.
But that's the biggest threat that could get him beat.
That's true.
Headhunting can get you beat.
He's been beat in his amateur. He got beat pretty.
He was new then. He was new to
boxing.
He was new then.
He still didn't know how to. I think he still don't know how to use his size.
He still doesn't know how to box. He's still not a boxer.
He was a slugger.
Like Floyd Mayweather, you will never see it any better. Everybody hated Floyd Mayweather, but Floyd Mayweather was the epitome of what boxing is. You hit a motherfucker and you don't get hit.
He's strategic.
You hit him and you don't get hit.
He figures out how to
bum and you get up out of there.
Right. He figures out how to mind you.
Shoulder roll.
Mind you, he's running the whole fight. He's running the whole fight.
Yeah,
he's my favorite boxer. So I'm not even finna.
Some people call it running. I don't call it running. That's strategy. He's tiring you out by making you come to him.
But
and while you coming to him, he gonna hit you with this combo, and be up out of there
but
again.
that's only because he's the A side. He's the champion, so you got to bring the fight to him.
Exactly.
He knows
to beat the champ, you got to beat the champ.
He knows it, so he's gonna pop you a few times
and get up out of there.
Get up on them points. Now you got to chase him. So as you're chasing him, what are you doing? You opening yourself up.
And every time, but see, and that was he had them soft hands. He used to always break his hands because if he had harder hands,
right,
he would have had plenty KOs, bro.
Yeah.
Plenty KOs.
Yeah, he moved up in weight too, so that made a difference.
All right. So who you got if they fight again for Tyson Fury and
Deontay Wilder? But man, I just hope he learns
how to get come back tomorrow.
I hope he learns boxing. Just box. Learn boxing. Hit him and don't let him.
Wait for opportunity.
Just box.
So he got to wait.
Don't let him frustrate you. Just box.
I don't think he was frustrated. I think he didn't expect Fury to kind of be moving his head a lot.
That's frustration, though, Cole.
Huh?
That's frustration because if I'm expecting you to be here and I want to swing at you here and you doing all this dumb crap, you aggravating me in the ring because you're supposed to be here.
Right. So go to the body.
That's Wilder though. When you ever seen him go to the body?
Never.
And if he that fight go to the body, he killed him.
But that's in the mind. That's how Mayweather was the best.
But that's what I'm saying. He still hasn't learned boxing yet. He ain't
got the right guys in his corner.
He's still exactly. He ain't being taught right, bro. He's
that's
still
a natural ability that he's doing right now.
It's everything. It's natural strength, natural ability, bro. He ain't really boxing nobody yet.
That's true.
All right, I know y'all could go on and on that, so we're gonna definitely wrap this up right here. Hopefully y'all got a little information, a little education. Hopefully y'all was entertained a little bit. Hopefully y'all like what y'all heard.
If Golden State come back to win, I don't want to hear about
it. Again, thank y'all for listening last week. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this week, and we definitely open to hearing y'all feedback. If you like it, please share. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can get a little bit more shine, a little bit, feel a little better. We got a couple subscriptions, but
subscribe or die.
No, I don't know about all that. But Corey C appreciates you, L Greene appreciates you, D Irv appreciates you for listening, and taking this journey with us. Cause like I said, this is definitely a journey. We still at the infant stages, and we're still learning how to do this. Anything else?
Stay black and beautiful, baby.
Oh, my fault. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all see y'all tag. Hold on, real quick. Twitter @channel_podcast. Facebook.
Holla at me on Twitter, man.
Facebook, Channel Black. IG, The Channel Black Podcast. Email, The Channel Black Podcast @yahoo.com. YouTube, The Channel Black Podcast. And our quick salute for this week. Now, mind you, we could change this up if somebody else needs some light. Holla at us. But right now, we support those who support us. So holla at your boy Teddy at the Phase 2 Barbershop, 741 Southwest 4th Terrace, Dania Beach, Florida 33004. Phase 2 Barbershop, 741 Southwest 4th Terrace, Dania Beach, Florida 33004. Now mind you, I tell you, the boy he got the phase on lock. He got the tapes. He got the ladies' eyebrows. He do the hot shave and everything. So holla at your boy and get a nice little setup. And tell him the Channel Black sent you if you like. I don't think he'll give you no discount, but you can tell him we sent you. So again, we appreciate you. And go ahead, you can do your task now. My fault.
Tired.
Yeah, I'm saying. I was saying whatever y'all want to say to get up out of here.
Let us know who you like the best. You know what I'm saying?
This is stuff you want to know.
That ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
I know y'all like me the most, so just let us know who your favorite is. Let us know who point of view you like the most. You know, we like all feedback.
That's curious. Yeah, I'm curious to know who point of view y'all ride with the most.
That's what I meant.
Definitely.
Stay beautiful.
If y'all stuck with us 58 minutes into the podcast, who's still here, man? Whose point of view from earlier, either this podcast or previous podcast that y'all thought was the one that y'all connected to the most. All right, and don't mind the hate. Don't mind the hate, Corey. I mean, we thought. Listen, outside the podcast, he probably get dogged out the most. So. By me saying that, he probably gonna get more love as he needed. All right, appreciate y'all.
Hey, man, we'll see y'all next Monday. Same black time, same black station.
All right, y'all be black. Stay positive. Stay true to yourself and support black business. We out.
Black business.